Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just got a message from one of the Dog Brothers. The Dog Brothers, they got these things called clans, kind of like what they got going on in Ireland. It's not a racist thing at all. It's like a group. Not a group, a team that trains amongst themselves. And there's certain clans in the Dog Brothers tribe that are more prevalent than others. And I had the fortune to join one of the best ones with a large amount of like really good fighters in it. And so anyways, seeing iDog this morning on Seeing iDog this morning responded to my video over at Camp Canyon. Said, David, training and fighting you was a nightmare. Thank you for helping me grow as a martial artist. I hope in some small measure that facing me helped you grow as well. Many blessings, brother. I wish you well in your future endeavors. I know this guy. I used to train with him all the time. He's a Marine. I know his first and his last name too. I'm not going to dox him. He's in this picture right here. So in this picture right here, you got Poi Dog. This guy too, I know his first and last name. I'm not going to put it out there. In fact, I've trained with him. He got me into Bikram yoga of all things. Love that guy. I don't know what his dog name is. Tennessee Dog, yours truly. I forget who this is. Actually, no, that's Boo Dog, because he was still around before he went back to the other coast. Guru Pappy, the guy that wrote the comment right here, Seeing iDog, Junkyard Dog. And then if I even get into here, get out of here, I've got tons of pics. Your boy getting smashed. Fighting a monster. Smiling Dog. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. My martial arts days with Dog Brothers goes way back, man. Keiju Dog. I'm right here. This is my first try, or first open gathering ever. Let me turn this thing off. So my venture into martial arts started in Iowa with wrestling, because there isn't anything else to do. There's not even pro sports in Iowa. There's not a single professional sports team in Iowa. And so everybody wrestles. So that was my start. And I got into the Dog Brothers on a dare, and a lot of these guys are former military, current military, law enforcement, federal agents. You got the whole thing that you're going to meet in there. A lot of people in Monterey Bay that are at the Language Institute. There's a lot of stuff that's in there. So Seeing iDog, your message means everything to me. I made another video about the Dog Brothers. I made it private before all of this stuff started blowing up. And I don't know where this is all going to go. And right now, on the phone that I'm recording this on, I'm in contact with one of the guys that's connected to one of the guys that are the reason why I started this channel. And they're giving me some advice. And I'm going to say that I showed up in Mexico alone, man. And not that I don't like advice, I do. And I'm not going to really get off on a tangent. I've been advised to like write my story out in an outline so I can convey it to you guys in a better, more efficient sense, and stick a little bit more humor in it. Because I'm not like really a humorous guy, man. I never have been. I've been very like just with a lot of things in my life, because my life's been that way. And it's not like I don't like to laugh. I love to laugh, man. Love to laugh. Super happy. The Dog Brothers. I've been critical of people on my channel. These people want me to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And now I'm getting too many people. You know, there's a club. I talked about it in the major podcast that I just did that isn't published yet, the one in San Diego. And I hit these guys up. I offered to go hit them up. Go to Tijuana, which is right across the thing. You guys can use your brains to talk about, or in Hemet, where their little fabricating places or business. They were busy with stuff, I get it, but they've known about me for like the last year. And I talk about this club that was at this bar that used to be at DeSoto and Sherman Way, the Lamplighter. And it's the premier motorcycle club in the entire world. This is where these guys go. And I would go in there all the time for drinks. Not that I'm affiliated with their club, because I'm not. But I would go in there all the time for drinks. And I would watch these guys, man. And they play pool. There's a pool table in there. There was. Now it's torn down. It was a gas station right next to it, a billiard hall, and then the Lamplighter. Now they tore it down. It's a CVS or whatever. Roscoe and DeSoto in the Valley. You guys know what it is. So, they play pool, and one of the club brothers had the other club brother's pool cue. And the guy wanted his pool cue back, and he said, "Give me my pool cue," and he grabbed it. And the other guy told him to wait, and the guy snatched it out of his hand. He's like, "I'm not waiting on nothing. It's mine," or whatever. I've been waiting for a long time because I've been talking to all these guys for a long time. I'm not going to turn this into a long thing, but a lot of it's relevant because a lot of my problems with the Dog Brothers started because of this individual I've been critical of as far as vetting people goes. They want me to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And I'm being quiet about certain communications and whatnot, but I'm going to be honest. I earned my uniform in Mexico. They had the Zacatecas flaying video where they peel the guy's head up and then open his ribs and rip out his heart. And this is where I'm working in a uniform. It's undeniable. There's video proof. There's couch potatoes all over that are going to say I didn't do it. I'm 1,000% there. Have witnesses there. All of you in the Dog Brothers clan know that, or tribe, the total tribe, not just a clan, Toronto clan, NoHo clan, the guys out in Chicago, College Station, Pennsylvania. There's a lot. I respect all of you. When I started calling people out, I have a right because I'm in there with that flag on my thing, and I've given my word to Jesus over at Camp Canyon, because I wouldn't have any of this audience if not for him and Camp Canyon and his team. And now, with 54 or 55,000 views or whatever it is on that video, I'm going to be hard to shut up. And it's only going to continue growing. And these people are telling me about OPSEC, PERSEC. I know all about it, man, because I've lived it. You don't fight drug cartels not being cognizant of the weight of what goes on, man, every single day. My wife and I have to take security precautions to make sure that we don't wind up being victims, because victims are just people generally that didn't prepare enough, and I'm not going to make that be me, or my wife. At the same time, she decided to be a reporter. Getting back to Dog Brothers, so we know a little bit about danger. Getting back to Dog Brothers, I rightfully called out some of these things, but this goes out to Dog Brothers in general. The entire NoHo clan, Poi Dog, Seeing Eye Dog, Guru Pappy, Junkyard Dog, Tennessee Dog and Boo Dog, my own brother, Dancing Dog. And he wasn't even involved with it at the time. He came later while I was in Mexico. But I wouldn't have had that opportunity in Mexico if it wasn't for every single one of you guys. And not everybody in the tribe is a good dude, man. A lot of people like to talk behind people's back. And I know your name, and I want to call you by your name, but Seeing Eye Dog, your comment this morning means everything to me, man. And to be honest, the last gathering I was in, after having worked in Mexico, my fingers found their ways into a couple people's eyes, and it wasn't intentional, man. It was just instinctual, man. And I feel really badly about that. But that's not why I'm not a member of the tribe. I'm not a member of the tribe because I call people out when I've got something to say over a uniform I earned. That's why I'm not a member of the tribe. But my profound and deep respect to every single person in that picture, including the people that we don't necessarily get along all that much. The Dog Brothers. I'm going to read just in case I haven't. David, training and fighting you was a nightmare. Thank you for helping me grow as a martial artist. I hope in some small measure that facing me helped you grow as well. Many blessings, brother. I wish you well in your future endeavors. Seeing Eye Dog. And to be honest, that means the world to me. Poi, your letter on my behalf means the world to me. Pappy, all of you guys teaching me and you accepting me into your clan means the world to me. And I wish things hadn't gone the way they've gone. I would love to still be sitting there fighting with you guys. Cheese gratering my fist on Poi's mask. Getting smashed in the head, smashing guys, because iron sharpens iron. Not going to make this a great big long-winded video, but the Dog Brothers, I love them with all my heart, man. I really do. And I wish that it wasn't what it is sometimes. I'm not even going to say anything bad. I'm just going to say that I wish things were different. But I fucking love you guys, man, without a doubt. You guys gave me my wife. You gave me my opportunity to go meet my general. You gave me the keys to the kingdom in a certain way. So, hey, Dog Brothers, I see you, man. I see you. Podcast, we got some stuff coming up. I've got people on deck. I'm not going to show you because I told them I wouldn't. And I've told other people like, hey, Zeus, that I'm going to stop talking about a certain thing for the time being. And so I'm going to be a man of my word. But waiting on things like that guy in that bar, I've been waiting for like a year because these guys have been knowing about my videos that I've put out. And I'm going to continue waiting. But I'm not going to stop talking, and now I've got an audience. And I've got an audience having worked in one of the premier, most violent areas in all of Mexico. And I know what it means putting my face out there. I put my face out there right now the same way I put my face out there when I stepped off a plane in Mexico or actually drove down and decided to put on a uniform, man. This isn't bravado. But nobody's going to tell me, just like no one's going to make that guy wait on his pool cue. No one's going to tell me that I can't take my story and publish it. I was the one in danger, and my wife were the ones in danger in Mexico, and we're the ones in danger right now. Her and I live in this house. And we're completely in love. We have a great marriage. We make decent money. There's nothing out of the ordinary with anything. We both work and go to school, both of us. And I don't want to get too far off. I was thanking Dog Brothers this morning. I am in the process of writing out my story and getting it to be something that's more presentable. But at the same time, a free-flowing type thing is kind of cool too, because then unexpected things come up. That might not have been included. And I don't like canned pitches. I've been sober for a long time. I've heard a lot of canned pitches. The Dog Brothers, you saying that this morning, I'm going to delete your name, but you saying that this morning just means the world to me, man. And I wish I could see you guys every day to train or whatever and run into you guys, but maybe in the future, who knows? I've talked to a lot of people about that, including the Council of Elders. So, that's what's up. I'm going to continue calling out some of this stuff that I see online, and I'm going to continue saying my story because I was there and I earned that uniform and I was directly involved against people. They're telling me what I should and shouldn't say. You know what? As soon as you put on one of those uniforms, you're fucking dead if they want you to be dead anyways, So I'm not really going to get all that uptight about it, man. And it's not being bravado, but I went to apply to become a agent for the Ministry of the State. They call them Judas, because Judas betrayed Jesus. And they're sketchy people, man. And I went in there, and my wife went with me too, man. I've talked about this before. And I went in there to become because you're not in a uniform the same way, because it's like investigative judicial police and their agents, and they're sketchy MFers, man, like really bad, dude. Which is why they have that nickname. Definitely like death on a stick, man. I mean, not something you want to sit there and mess around with. And I went there to go interview with them because I wanted the job. So when I went in there, and this is getting into their advice on my OPSEC and PERSEC and all this other stuff, they made my wife wait in the lobby. She was going to come up with me. And the guy, the commandante of that whole thing, wound up being arrested in the United States or whatever, went back to Mexico, and then later on they murdered him. And I'll have to find his name, but he had a big boar's tooth pendant hanging from his neck. And when I went up there, he asked me how many years I'd been working for my general, and I told him, unos años. I told him, a few years now. And so he told me, he's like, ya estás involucrado, ¿verdad? He told me, you're more than involved in this now. Which means like you were completely part of this community. Same way I'm part of the Dog Brothers community, or was. I will never not be a Dog Brother, even though I've been expelled from the tribe. Because of politics. And because I've got a mouth and I say stuff to people's face. And they don't like it. Same way I did that with the Dog Brothers, I do that with my community and my uniform and saying what the hell I'm going to say. Because I'm not someone's subject. And it's not bravado. It's just you don't own me, dude. No one owns you. So don't act like they do. Okay? My uniform, my story, I'll say it when and where and how I want. The Dog Brothers, I'm going to thank forever. To the people I fought with and wound up with my fingers in their eyeballs, taking their eyeballs out. Hey, man, I'm apologizing for that. My bad, dog. I didn't mean it. I promise I didn't mean it. It wasn't on purpose. You two both know what you're talking about. I'm friends with one of you, and the other one, we don't talk at all. In fact, he's kind of, I'm not going to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I respect the guy's fighting ability. How about that? I'll say something nice about him. You know who I'm talking about. We fought several times. In fact, you're in one of those pictures. In fact, you're in this picture, dude. Oh, you're right there. So, that's enough out of me. That all you Dog Brothers out there, man, I love you guys, man. And my story and stuff like that, I'm just going to get more and more audience watching what I'm saying and what I'm doing. I do need to put together an outline. I will get my shit together and get that done. I've got homework and stuff like that. I'm trying to become a lawyer in this country, and I work a lot, man, because everything's hyper expensive today. And just that's enough out of me, man. Thank you for taking a couple minutes. I will hope God blesses each and every one of you. And not that I'm some holy roller, I'm not. But faith is important, man. So, hey, thanks for taking your time to join in and spend a couple minutes with me. Cheers.